I'm Dr. Ben Duke, Clinic Director and owner of Circle Chiropractic. And thank you so much for taking an interest in SoftWave, tissue regeneration therapy. Now, this revolutionary technology is by far the best when it comes to regenerative medicine. I've been using SoftWave for over 5 years, and I'm proud to say we have one of the largest SoftWave clinics in the world. And I'm excited to share with you how SoftWave has helped thousands of our patients. So let's get into it. In this short video, we're going to discuss how SoftWave works. Are you a good candidate? What sets SoftWave apart from the rest? Why is this therapy needed? The evidence-based research, and most importantly, the success rate. I've been a chiropractor for over 20 years, and this is the single greatest therapy when it comes to healing and regenerating all structures of the body. Muscle, tendon, ligament, cartilage, nerve. It even strengthens the bone. And I'm excited to show you exactly what sets it apart in a minute. Now, we all know that our bodies were designed to heal, but with SoftWave, our bodies heal and regenerate at an unbelievable rate. I've truly never seen anything like it. I've stopped being surprised at the conditions that it can treat when everything else has failed. So here's how it works. First, this space-age looking device is the 500i SoftWave Therapy unit. It is the most powerful and largest shockwave therapy device on the planet. Now, we have an applicator that's filled with water and it's got the electrode in the middle. I push start and it creates that powerful acoustic shockwave for healing and regeneration. Now, once that acoustic shockwave hits your body, it flows through and stimulates stem cell activation to create tissue repair, increase blood flow, and modulate and reduces inflammation. Are you a good candidate, and what does it treat? Well, first, you're a great candidate if you have an acute or chronic pain or joint issue like arthritis, bursitis, or tendonitis. You're also a great candidate if you have a soft tissue injury like a strain, sprain, or you're post-surgical. And last, you're a great candidate if you have degenerative joints in your neck, your lower back, or your extremities like a shoulder, a knee, or a hip. And here's just a short list of all the conditions that it can treat. And trust me, there's plenty more. So what sets SoftWave apart? Well, first and foremost, it's the success rate. But we're gonna get into that in a minute. The biggest flex, and what proves that it's by far the best, is that every professional sports league uses it for their professional athletes. The PGA Tour, the NFL. Look at all these professional teams, like just in Florida, we're looking at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Orlando Magic, the Miami Dolphins. And last but not least, the best hospitals, the best research hospitals in the entire world, like the Harvards, the Mayo Clinic, Johns Hopkins University, they're the ones that take on the very difficult and complex cases. They're using this technology with their patients. The technology is absolutely the best. It's the premier brand when it comes to shockwave therapy. The shocks go deeper and more broad to cover more structures in each session, which is causing less pain and less sessions for each individual patient. The shockwaves go almost 5 inches deep, easily affecting deep structures like the vertebral discs and spinal nerve roots. So why is this therapy needed? Well, if you've been dealing with your condition for quite some time, you know your options are limited and none of them are really good. Just look at this. First, drugs, we know that they don't fix the problem. They're short term, and over time, it's just gonna wreak havoc on the body. Next, injections, again, they don't fix the problem. They only last a short period of time. And if you get more than one corticosteroid, it's literally gonna start creating damage to your cartilage, joint, and muscle. If you're thinking about PRP, it's not as effective. And the truth is, it's costly. And last, the stem cell injections, you gotta think about it this way. This is creating endogenous stem cells, which means within your body. Stem cells through umbilical cords are exogenous, which means they're not as effective, it's not FDA cleared, and it's much, much more expensive. And the last thing is surgery. And again, this is the most scary thing because we don't know the outcome, it's non-reversible, and heaven forbid, it just doesn't work to begin with. So next, the evidence-based research. Now, the gold standard for medical studies is peer-reviewed research articles. And just take a look. There are hundreds I'm talking hundreds of articles that prove the efficacy and effectiveness of SoftWave technology. On top of this, we have so many reviews and testimonials from actual patients that prove how well it works. We have over 500 5-star reviews, and most of them are talking about how well SoftWave has affected their life and helped heal and regenerate their condition. We actually made two, not one, but two videos talking about testimonials about patients with their success. Now I want to highlight some of the most common conditions that SoftWave treats. First, knee conditions. Over 80% reported improvement after just one treatment. For shoulder conditions, over 85 report increased range of motion after just one treatment. Elbow conditions, 60 to 75% pain reduction after the first 3 treatments. Plantar fasciitis at the bottom of your foot, 70% report over 70% pain reduction in just 3 months, and 98% of those people maintain their results for over 1 year. This study shows that the stem cell activation from SoftWave increases the target stem cells 3 to 4 times in that affected area. Next, we talk about neck pain. 85% report a VAS score, which is a pain scale 0 to 10, of 0 to 2 after 5 treatments. And then lower back radiculopathy, which means not just lower back pain, but symptoms going down one or both of your legs. They report 70% report a VAS score of 0 to 2 after 6 treatments, and 90% of patients report improvement with radiculopathy. Now, those patients also receive spinal decompression therapy, which we also offer in our clinics. The success rate. Now, this is the force multiplier that allows patients to have confidence to invest their time and their money. But how do we judge success? Well, it's real simple. In our clinics, we judge success by 70% improvement in pain reduction, 70% improvement in range of motion, and 70% or more improvement in their quality of life. So, SoftWave as a company has an 85% success rate, which is fantastic. But our clinics at Circle have a 92% success rate. That means that for every 100 people that come into our clinic, 92% of them get a 70% improvement or better. Now, why is that? It's because we care so much about your outcomes and our reputation that we want to make sure that you're a good candidate to receive this therapy. All right, what's next? Well, now you're going to go through your first SoftWave treatment. Now, the doctor's going to walk you through the entire process. And afterwards, they're going to go through vital post-treatment instructions so you can maximize your treatment. And afterward, if you are a good candidate, they're going to go through their best recommendations to help your body heal. Now, I appreciate you listening, and I really, truly hope that SoftWave can be a difference maker in your life.